All right, Shalom. First off, to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Bahashem, Rakakadas. Want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and a sincere Shalom to all the Akim out here that's doing again, pushing this work in truth and in sincerity. Okay, want to go in on this video, okay, that a real man of the Lord will dedicate his whole entire life to him. Okay, um, the truth, this faith, okay, should be all that you really think about, okay? It does something to you, okay? It relieves, stress, depression, okay? Um, it gives you understanding, okay, of what is required from you, okay, in this life, okay, and what is needed for you, okay, to succeed when it comes to serving the Lord, okay. Now we got the word devout here, okay, or devote, okay, which devote and devout go into the same uh meaning, okay. Now it says devote, giving all or a large part of one's time or resources to a person, activity, or cause. Okay. And one of the definitions or synonyms, okay, is dedicate. Okay. To dedicate, or it says to devote time, effort, or oneself to a particular task or purpose. Okay. And we go into if you want to understand, go back there, right? You want to understand your purpose. We're going to get the scripture, okay? What the whole duty of a man is, okay? This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. It says, let us hear. I'm going to read it in the NLT version, right? It says, that's the whole story. Here now is my final conclusion. Fear God and obey his commands, for this is everyone's duty. Okay? It says, for this is the whole duty of man. Okay? God will judge us for everything we do, including every secret thing, whether good or bad. Okay? So when it comes to the mindset that you have towards the Lord, okay, that's how you will be justified, man. Okay, through doing what he says. Okay. Uh, when we go into it, okay. And this is one of the reasons or ways we could tell who is for real about the Lord and who isn't. Okay. This is Romans 8:33. It says, so who shall lay any charge or anything to the charge of God's elect? It is God that justifies, right? When we go into, let me get this word justify, to render righteous or such he ought to be, okay? How he ought to be. You got to do what the Lord tells you to do, okay? Following his commandments and fearing him, okay? And that goes into, regardless of what anybody has to say out here, right? And you don't um move in a proud mindset, right? Like nobody can't tell you anything, right? But if it don't add up to what's inside of this word, and these people don't want to hear this word, how can we consider you to be righteous when what's written inside of the word is what you should be doing? Okay. Now, this is one of the things that's wrong with the world, because you got people out here who are claiming to be believers of the book. Okay, they say that they believe in the God of the Bible, right? But then they don't follow nothing that's inside of it. You tell them about what an Israelite is, they don't want to hear about that. Okay? They'll say that they're black, white, whatever. Okay? These African American, these terms that's not written inside of the Bible. You know, the scripture says that a man shall live by every word shall not live by bread alone, but by every word of the living power, man. Okay? So we live based off of what is written inside of the scriptures, and we see that this is how we ought to be. This is how we ought to be thinking. Okay, it says to exhibit or exhibit events one to be righteous, such as he is, and wishes himself to be considered. Right? To declare, pronounce one to be just, righteous, or such as he ought to be. Okay? So you might have people who have different beliefs and stuff like that, right? Uh in this world, you could be anything that you want, right? Do anything that you want. According to the Bible, that ain't the case. You can't do whatever the heck you want to when it comes down to the Lord. Okay? If you claim to be a believer of the Lord, right? Then there are certain guidelines and certain restrictions that you have to follow. Okay? And if you just think that you can just do whatever, then that shows that you're not fearing the Lord, right? Another thing of showing that you're not fearing the Lord, if you add on to the word or if you take it away from the word, okay? Because a real a man of the Lord is not going to do that, okay? They're not going to, bend the scriptures to fit what they, to fit their narrative, okay? Like you see a lot of these people out here now. When we go into it, right? We talking about devote, right? Devoting or being a devout person, okay, for the Lord, okay. We talk about the kingdom of heaven, you know, and what that entails and how that's gonna look when it comes on the earth, okay. There's certain prophecies that are going to come to pass, okay, like one of the main ones is Babylon being destroyed, okay, and the Lord letting it be known that He's nothing to be played with. Okay, Babylon is America according to the Bible. Okay, and it's going to be destroyed in the third world war. Okay, by nuclear missiles alongside the Lord Yahweh Shah, the one who the world ignorantly calls Jesus when He comes back. Okay, this place is going to be destroyed and it's never going to be inhabited again. Okay, so preparing your mindset for what's to come, okay, is uh what's important, okay, because when the Lord returns, okay, you the kingdom of heaven will be established here on earth, okay, and the scripture says that the saints are going to take the kingdom, or take the kingdom. um This is Matthew 13:44. It says, again, the kingdom of heaven, right, is like unto treasure hid in a field, right? The which when a man has found, he hides, and for the joy thereof goes and sells all that he has and buys that field. Okay? So that means that everything that you have had, be willing to give it up for that. Okay? And um do that mean that you might have something here, okay, in this world, okay? Do that mean that you just end up selling what you have, your house, and end up being homeless? No, the scripture says being as though we I'm gonna get it, okay? But that's not, I believe that's what it says. This is First Corinthians 7:30. Okay, it says I start at 7:29. Okay, it says, but this I say, brethren, the time is short, right? The time that we have, in this society is short. Okay, though a lot of people think, see, they can't comprehend that something better is coming because they ain't looking for it. Okay, so they want to enjoy, especially a lot of these women. Okay, they want to enjoy this life in Babylon as much as they possibly can. Okay, even if they knew that, if they were so-called a part of the faithful, looking for the kingdom, a lot of these women be wanting to um, go out here and, spend money or be expensive or have time because they think that um, one way or another that they're going to end up passing away. And, they don't know what's going to happen on the flip side. Okay. The scripture says that the time is short because this place is going to be destroyed, and we got to be prepared for when this all goes down. Okay, it says it remains that both they that have wives be as though that they had none. Okay, because you got to be in that mindset of like Lot's wife. Okay, Lot's wife. Lot, when it came down to his wife. Okay, the scripture says remember Lot's wife. Okay, Lot's wife looked back, okay, and she ended up turning into a pillar of salt, okay. Um, Lot kept on going forward, okay, him and his daughters, okay, and when you go into it, be as though that they had none, because you got to be in that mindset that whatever you have here, whether it's your women, your children, definitely anything that's materialistic, all that stuff can get taken away from you, right? It says, and they that weep as though they wept not, right? It says, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not, right? And they that buy as though they possessed not, right? So you might buy a house, right? But you know that all this stuff is temporary, okay? You might, get sad because, someone passes away, okay? But you know it's just temporary, okay? You might get happy because you might have achieved something here, okay? But all this stuff is going to be, it's temporary, okay? Because something that is far long lasting, has last forever, is coming, okay? It says, and they that use this world as not abusing it, because you got a lot of people out here that are abusing it, okay? Especially people who claim to be believers of the Lord, okay? But they not devoting and sacrificing everything, willing to sacrifice everything that they have, okay? Being willing to sacrifice everything that you have literally means that, okay? Whether and we're gonna get into that. It says, "For the fashion of this world passes away." So everything that we know as life as we know it in this society is going to be done away with, okay? Now we're gonna get this, okay? Because these are the words that Yahweh Shah said, man. Okay? This is Matthew 19 and 27. It says, Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed you. What shall we have therefore? Right? So we have devoted all our time, our effort, okay, our mindset towards, pushing what you say. Okay, doing as you say. What is the benefits, okay, of being a man of the Lord? Okay. It says, and Yahweh Shah said unto him, Verily I say unto you, that you which have followed me in the regeneration when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, you also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And every one that has forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands for my name's sake, shall receive an hundredfold and shall inherit everlasting life. And what that means is literally never dying ever again. There are people that are living here on this world today that are never going to pass away. Okay, they're never going to die. They're going to live forever when the Lord returns. Okay, and they're going to see the Most High. They're going to see the Lord. Okay, because Yahweh Shai is going to take them to see Yahweh. They're going to get a crown for achieving and winning in this game that we know as life. Okay, on this side. Okay, because this place is like the hardest difficulty. Okay, right now in this world that we are in right now, it's like a game, playing a game at the hardest difficulty. Okay, but those people who beat the game will be rewarded because they gave their all, to the Lord to win. Okay, that's how you win in this game of life: devoting and giving everything that you have for the Lord. Okay, so that you may win the Lord. So with that, Lord willing, this is edifying. I want to say shalom till next time.